Okay, y'all, so we're about to do a self-love spell. Self-love slash calling in love slash come to me. Basically calling the lover in or getting the lover back. It could be used for any of those, but it's a certain way you have to do it if you want to get those different results. About to show you guys how to do it. I'm actually about to do a self-love spell by myself. For myself. And I'm also going to tell you the difference between a self-love spell and a self-love ritual. Okay? So we're going to break all that down. Let me get this Palo Santo. Let's get this together first. And then we're going to get into it. Listen to a little of this blues here, y'all. Happy vibes, happy vibes, happy vibes. This was a requested video from my group. I love you guys. Thank you guys for giving me this bright idea. So we're gonna do a money spell too, and protection also. All right. Okay. Just sit that right there. Okay. So boom. You can get this right here. This pan right here from Dollar Tree or whatever. I like to get this in aluminum foil. I'm gonna show you how how I do it. You can do it your own way, but that's let's start off with what you need. What you have to have. You have to have all the elements. A glass of water. Okay. You have to have a glass of water. This is a jar that sits on my altar with it has beach sand in here, it has graveyard sand in here, it has crystals in here, it has coffee in here. You can use any of those things to represent earth. You have to have a cup of water to represent the element of water. You also, the candle that you're going to light is going to represent fire. So you got water, earth, fire, and incense. That represents air. You have to have all four elements to do a proper spell or a proper ritual. You have to have all four elements. Now, these right here, you can get these from the Family Dollar for like $1.50, $1.75, something like that a piece. These are real good to burn. Awesome. Especially the vanilla. Then I think they have one with jasmine flower in it. That's good for the self-love. But most of the time, oh, these right here. Forgot these right here. You can get the different ones like this right here at Family Dollar too, $1.50. That's not bad. I think they're either $1, $1.50, $2.50, something like that. These are the different chakra healers, and this is great for when you're doing a self-love spell to have the heart chakra. Heart chakra. These are good. I'm actually gonna light one when I actually light the thing up. But most of the time, these are the ones I use. I get these from a store I like to shop at on eBay. Basically, my vendor. As you all know, I do sell them. Every time I get them, they sell out. I do have a personal vendor for those. The crystals I like to use. You don't have to use crystals, but I like to. I like to use rose quartz for love, self-love, any type of love. I use rose quartz. Rose quartz is the stone of universal love. Clear quartz to clear any negative energy, to purify things. Amethyst. Amethyst is good for protection. I love amethyst. Love, love, love amethyst. So now, what you're going to that's some of the stuff you're going to need. That's the basic of the stuff. Honey. And when you use honey, please taste the honey before you put it in your use it in your practice. Please taste it before you do it. Because if you don't, that's disrespectful to Goddess Ocean is disrespectful, so please taste it before you use it. Always, always. Cinnamon. Um, honey is to attract. Honey is good for attracting anything. So you can use honey in basically any type of spell or ritual. Cinnamon is basically for a fast movement. You want something to happen and you want it to happen fast, 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 fast. Cinnamon is going to make it come fast, fast. I'm using my protection oil, my self-love oil, or love that self oil. Same thing. Those oils that I personally make. If you want to do a spell for to attract love or to attract a certain lover, or if you're married or in a relationship and you want to basically bring love back into the connection, get you some come to me oil. Okay. This is sage seasoning. Yeah, I don't have it so much, the bag got busted, but it's sage seasoning. I also have a vendor I get it from. Lavender. Lavender is real good. Dried rose buds. Dried rose buds. And I like to use this type of flower too. You're gonna need a Sharpie to write with, and salt. I love to use salt. Salt is another form of protection. And I love sea salt. I use nothing but sea salt in my spells. Normally you would need the pink sea salt. And I would like to get the not the fine, the chunky pink sea salt is better for the self-love or any type of love spell, but since I have the regular sea salt, we're going to use that. Now, candles for a spell. These are the candles that I'm going to be using for this spell. Okay, these are the candles that I'm using, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to use them. There's different ways you can use them, but I'm going to show you the way I use them. Okay, so these right here is if you want something to happen fast, quick, right now, like within the next 3 to 4 hours, quick, because they're going to burn for like 2 to 3 hours. So that's if you want something to happen like quick, fast. Then you have another size candle. The size of the candle does matter. Okay, don't worry about it because it's blue. I'm not using it, but I'm just showing y'all. These right here. This is if you want something to happen within 12 to 24 hours. These are the candles that you will want to use. Okay? These are actually spell candles. But since I want mine to come faster, I'm going to use the tea light candles. Okay? Now, those what you use for spells. Normally when you're doing rituals, the difference between a spell and a ritual. A spell is something that normally happens within 24 hours because you're using fast candles for it to come immediately. A ritual is normally a 2 to 7 day process. Okay? Now, these are the counters that I like to use. This counter actually came from Walmart. They are like $150 to $175, under $2 at Walmart. You can also get these from Family Dollar, but it's just going to be a plain candle. It's not going to have any of this on here. The ones from Walmart already come like this, and it have a prayer on the back. You can say the prayer, write your name on it, and light them. The ones at Family Dollar are just the regular candles. It won't have no sticker or no prayer or anything on it. But I think they're cheaper. They're like maybe $130. They're a little bit cheaper, $130, $150. They're cheaper than at Walmart, but they're still under $2. So normally they'll burn anywhere from 2 to 7 days, depending on your person and the energy you have around you. If it burns over 3 days, that means it's going to take a little bit longer than what you expected. If it burned up to 3 days, go out at around 3 days, 2 to 3 days, then everything went perfectly. And what you want to do is within 2 weeks you'll have whatever you're looking for. If it burned over 3 days, then it's going to take at least 6 months to a year to come. So I would suggest you regularly, if you feel like it's burning slow or the flame is low, get you some Palo Santo or some sage and go over and cleanse it. So, because that means the energy that's around you or the energy in the room is basically influencing your candle and messing up your work, messing up your magic. So you want to correct that ASAP. Okay, so let's get into it. Showed you everything that I use. This is gonna be a personal one. It's gonna be for me, so just watch me. Okay, just doing it so I know what to write it. So what you want to do is, for self-love, you will write your name. And I gotta get another Sharpie. Hold on 1 second. And the Sharpie gotta be blue. Look at this. Normally, to make it even more effective, you can use a pink or a purple Sharpie. So what I do is I write my name. I do first, middle, and last name and my date of birth. Okay? And then I will go around and basically write, like in a circle or square, whatever. I go around and write what I want. So help me love myself. Self-love is the best love. I love myself. I am the shit. I am flowing with beauty. And then I'm just gonna end it off with I love myself. So you want to do a round in a circle. Okay? So after you do that, like I said, this is why I use the 4. And I use the pan. I don't like to get the pans dirty because I reuse them. And before you start doing any work, what you do want to do is, well, let me do this first and then I'll talk. I don't know if y'all can hear me over this because I am making a lot of noise. Okay, so boom. Ain't gotta be perfect, as long as it's done correctly. Okay, so you wrote your name on it. You wrote what you want to happen. If you want to call in love, you will put your name. I do my first, middle, and last, date of birth, and I'll write around, I am calling in love. Love comes to me. Love is flowing to me. Do your affirmations, write it around in the circle, okay? And you're going to put your candles and your herbs and stuff in the middle of where you wrote it, in the middle of the circle, if that makes sense, okay? So, you see, I have to move it a little bit closer so y'all can really see it. So, okay, now, you don't have to do this. I just like to take, see, it comes out real easy. You can just pull it out. I like to pull the candle out, okay? Oh, and I use 3 candles. You don't have to use 3 candles. I use 3 candles because the power of 3. That's just a law that I always have stuck with. The power of 3. Anything I do it in 3s. Okay. So just a little heads up. And then you just start dressing it. Like I said, you don't have to do it in the order I do it in. I'm just used to doing this, so I know what to do. You might think, oh, well, she's doing this backwards. I am. I'm supposed to put that salt down there before I put the candles in there, but I already saged everything, Palo Santo, and blessed it before I even did this. And the extra salt, throw it over your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Boop, 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 3 times. Bless thee. Keep it moving. Just a habit that stuck with me. So, try to move as quick as I can. Y'all, I don't want this video to be too long. I just want y'all to see what I am doing, so it can be effective for y'all. Okay. So you want to put all your herbs down first before you put any of the oils. I mean, that's just how I do it. Like I said, you do not have to follow exactly how I do it. This is just what I do and how I do it. I mean, as long as you have the main things, all elements, then you're good. I'm just giving you the basics. A little of this sage seasoning. Okay. Self-love oil. I'm just gonna, nothing too fancy, just a couple of drops. You don't have to do anything too fancy. Also, when I light it, I like to put on some self-love music to better help influence. I go around the outside. Once again, another form of protection. Just like I did with the salt, I go around the outside with my protection oil. If you gonna do, if you gonna do the come to me, you'll do the same thing, but I'm not doing no come to me. Another thing that I normally do that I don't have is oranges. I cut oranges, sliced oranges in thin layers, and I will lay the oranges around the outside and the candles in the middle, and then I will dress it just like I'm doing now. I'm gonna taste the honey before I put it in here. This is sweet and so am I. Yeah. See, I would have had the oranges, I would have put the honey on top of the oranges, but I don't have any oranges. So, and this was requested, so we're still going to do it with what we can. And we're going to put a little bit of this cinnamon. Okay. Now, this is where you have to pay attention. Now, normally I will put this on the floor. If I'm doing a personal one for myself, I'll just sit on the floor. But if I'm doing it for my clients, I sit it on my altar table. But I will sit this on the middle of the floor, away from everything. You put your glass of water by it. Oh, and also this right here, I had it for a minute, but I got this for like $2-3 at the Family Dollar as well. So you will sit that with your incense burning. You will sit your water there, and you will have you a bowl or a cup with dirt, sand, coffee, anything to represent earth. Okay. You will sit it around the thing. So you'll have one here, one here, one here. So it'll be like 4s. Put one in each corner right here around it. Okay. So you have the elements there. You will call upon east, north, south, west. You must do it like that to do a proper spell and for it to be successful. You will sit down with all the elements like that. You will call east, north, south, west. You'll give it a few seconds, let it come in, and then you'll say, you know, whoever, if you're talking to God, your spirit guides, you'll call upon whoever, and you'll let them know, like, okay, I want to love myself more. I want to get to know myself more. I want to draw this person to me. Say whatever that you need to say. You say thank you. You give gratitude, and you let it be. Say thank you, give gratitude, you know, say amen, amen, ASC, somebody be, it is so, and you let spirit do what it needs to do. Normally I will sit there and meditate for at least the next 5-10 minutes while the spell is going. If it's a ritual, I won't sit right there while the ritual is going, because I know it's going to take days to burn out. So I will just, you know, say my farewells to my altar, because when I'm doing a ritual, it has to be on my altar because I know it's going to burn a long time. So I will say my farewells on my altar and go on as normal. Now, another thing, before you do a spell, make sure you clean your house, declutter your house, because you don't want to be doing a spell and the spell not work, or, you know, because you have clutter in your house. You have to make sure everything is in order. How could how could somebody new come to you? How could you start to love yourself more and get to understand yourself more if you now in a space of receiving? You can't receive if your space is cluttered, okay? If your house is cluttered, your mind is cluttered. Got to understand that, okay? So that's why if you're doing spell work and it's not taken, that's why. Declutter. And even if you got a few dishes in the sink, say for instance, and that's not real, it's not about being clean, it's about decluttering. Say for instance, you have stuff packed up in the closet and it's been there for months. As you do this, as you doing this spell work or whatever, go in there and take two, three things up out the closet and throw it away. That's you throwing out old energy so new energy can come in. I wouldn't tell you to clean up everything at one time, because if you clean up everything at one time and declutter everything, what you gonna declutter so you can welcome in new energy next time? You know what I'm saying? So just do a little bit at a time. Let me go, okay, let me throw this out. I ain't using this. I just need to get out my face. I'm tired of looking at this. Come on, let that new energy come in, baby. So that is all, baby loves. Put you on some self-love music, whatever music you like listen to that gets you in the vibe of you loving yourself. I like to listen to Toni Jones. I love her. I love Toni Jones, Toni Jones. I love her. She give me a vibe every time I hear her, you know. So this is it for the self-love, or calling in love, or love jar, however you want to call it. This is it for this. Thank you. Oh, and another thing before I go, it's best for you to use pink candles. But if you don't have pink candles, white candles could be used for anything. White candles is pure, so that means you can set your intentions to anything. So that's why I'm using white, because I'm out of pink candles. All right, bye y'all.